Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm G, and this week we'll have the Warframe video before the Dauntless video because Prime Resurgence is about to hit, or already hit by the time you see this video, Warframe. Sorry for the long hiatus, guys. Last week I went out of town. I went to the mountains. I needed to, just relax, just get away from it all. And it did good to me. It was really good to me. Now, Prime Resurgence is an update that will allow you to buy and to get every early Prime in the game. The event will run between 16th of November and the 25th of January of 2022. It'll be concurrent with the new war. Don't worry, the new war will come at the end of December or mid-December. And it will be with a trader named Varzia that will be in Maruz Bazaar. At least at Maruz Bazaar, that's where it says it's going to be. So it's going to be there for you to get the items. Now, how will this work? First of all, vaulted relics will not be dropping in the game anymore. Instead of vaulted relics, you will have Aya. Aya is a resource that you will take to Varzia and exchange for the vaulted relic of your choosing. So in this way, it's a good change because you can choose what relic you want depending on the Aya that you get, and the relation is 1 for 1. You get one Aya, you go to the Varzia, to the trader, and you trade it for the vaulted relic that you want. They will start with Nova this first week, and then they'll be subsequently added all the other Warframes that came out until January. So if you haven't had any, or if you want to have them and have all the parts for it, and then maybe sell them later, this is a good way to go. The thing is, this is only a good way to get the relic. Aya will not get you the items in store. To get the items that she will be selling, you have to buy Regal Aya. And Regal Aya is a new currency that will be added to the game, particularly for this event, where you buy the Regal Aya, then you go to Varzia and you buy the Warframe or the weapon that you want directly. This will also give access to all the accessories that came with the Prime Access when these Warframes came out. So if you want to get those instead of buying the Prime Access, which you can't now, you can get the Regal Aya and do this instead. I think it's a bad thing that you cannot use Aya to get all the items. I mean, it will be okay if you just can get enough Aya that you wanted, maybe 10 or 12 Aya, and then buy the weapon itself or the Prime itself instead of having to just get the relic, because I feel that's just a shortcut. Also, we don't know what's going to happen to the Aya that you don't use, what's going to be in the game after the event. Will we have the other use for it? We don't know. That aside, now my question is, why didn't just make the Prime Access accessible with money right now? I mean, there's got to be some kind of legal issue or economic issue that they decided, okay, instead of putting all the Prime Access available through this period of Christmas and through the new war, they decided to do it like this because, I don't know, maybe some people just want to buy the accessories, maybe some people just want to buy a weapon that they missed or something like that, and instead of farming for the relics, they decided that maybe they'd want to buy it like this individually. Now, I'm not against this. I actually think this is a good idea because I just wish they apply this to deluxe skins, because of deluxe skins, many of the items, skins for weapons, skins for your pets, for your companions, are built as a package and they cannot be sold separately, which I don't like. If they somehow put this Regal Aya as a way to buy them separately, I would be all for it. I want to buy the sword that came with Chroma Deluxe, which is the big sword that still has the bug that makes it look like a Monster Hunter weapon, which everybody loves. I still want to buy the skin for the companion for my Nidus, for the Nidus Prime Access. I also want to buy the skin for the Zephyr ship that came with the previous Hunt Pass for the Deluxe Zephyr. And I don't want to buy the entire thing. I just want to buy the skin for the ship. So if I could get this with Regal Aya, if they decided to keep it as is, I'll be happy with it. The problem is, they already said they're not going to do this. They said Regal Aya is be added and then it'll be removed from the game. I mean, they didn't say they're going to remove it completely from the game. They're just going to say they're going to be added during this event. And then, I don't know, maybe if you get the Regal Aya and you don't spend it, what do you do with it? Does it convert into plat? Because the problem now, the characteristic that Regal Aya has is that it cannot be traded like platinum. And this, for me, is where I started, get the gears going, as where are they going with this? Because as you know, this is owned by Tencent now, and Tencent has a way of monetizing things very well. Now, most free-to-play games that has this, have the currency that you buy in amounts, like Platinum also have, but use them like in hunt passes or something like that. Warframe doesn't have this, doesn't have hunt passes, and has Platinum that you can trade freely with one another. But Regal Aya doesn't do that. And there's been a lot of, over the years, a lot of problems with the market. People get scammed expensively, and there was a really big problem with the Riven Mafia, as it was called, on PC. So, could this be a way for DE to try and control the market by controlling the currency and say, okay, this currency you cannot trade it upon yourselves. You need to trade items directly. I mean, mod for mod or weapon for mod or something like that. You cannot put Platinum on it or Regal Aya on it. I mean, it kind of sounds far-fetched. I know it sounds a little bit far-fetched, and you got to realize this is an economy. Now, this is a game that needs money to survive, and if these people are kind of going counterintuitive or exploiting that system, they're actually harming the company, not only Digital Extremes, but Tencent itself. So maybe further ahead we'll see more uses of this. If, like I said, if this is used to buy things individually like the deluxe skins, I'm all for it. If this is even used to buy in the Prime Access just the things that you want, instead of buying the entire Prime Access with everything, you can buy parts of it with Regal Aya, I'm all for it. But I feel that if this is going to be added, and it will be added, I mean, once it's in the game, it's in the game forever. I mean, they might not use it, but once a thing is implemented into the code of the game and in the code of the servers, especially PlayStation and all that, it's there forever. I mean, it has to be a slot in there for that particular thing. So yeah, I'm kind of see where this is going. For now, I'm excited about it. I don't think I'll be playing a lot just to get this, because if I get the relics, I still need to get the void traces. I need to get a full squad. Squads need to have all the relic up to par. You might, especially in January, there'll be, I don't know, like 10 primes, and different people doing different squads to get different things from those primes. So it's already complicated a lot right now. For me to get the last part from the Magnus, from the Prime Access for Nidus, I took so long because I don't play as much as I did. I don't play every day. So after two, maybe by the third week, it's really complicated to get squads to open up primes, unless of course you got a clan or a couple of friends that play regularly. So yeah, at January we'll see how many people you can get to get the item that you want. And remember, you only get a shortcut to get the relic. Then you get the void traces and get the squad and all that. But I'm really, really interested to see where the currency is going to go. Especially now that I've seen that in China, a lot of companies are now banking on cryptocurrency. The thing that where you play and you earn a currency that you can use in real life, but to buy real life items. Yeah, this kind of opened up that window for me, and I really want to see what Digital Extremes will do, what Tencent will do in the future regarding this issue. So I hope you get all the items that you want. I hope you get all the primes that you need, because the new war somehow is going to need primes. It's just going to need the void rig and your operator. That much we know, because they've reduced the cost for the void rig and the cost for get amps. So we do know void rigs, operators, and primes will be a major part of the new war. So get to it, Tenno. I hope we can get everything before the new war drops. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And as always, have a great game, guys.